How's everyone doing? I got a big bag of movies right here, and this is kind of a random bag because I don't know what's in here. I see a couple titles peeking out, but we're going to discover what's in here together. And if you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them, and let me know what is your favorite movie from this bag of mystery. And a backstory of this is my mom is selling her place, and she's trying to get everything ready and get everything out of there. And I wasn't home at the time, but she dropped a bag of stuff off, including this bag of movies. So I didn't get a chance to see what was in here yet. I see some stuff up at the top, and I know I have a ton of movies still over there, mostly like DVDs. I see a couple Blu-rays in here, but yeah, I've got a ton of clothes and stuff I need to go through and see what still fits me, and you know, what to get rid of and donate, and as far as the clothing stuff. But a lot of movies that I need to go through, mostly DVDs like I said, and gonna see what to keep, get rid of, all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and check to see what's in this bag, and we'll go through, looks like there's only a couple Blu-rays in here. We'll go through those first. First up is God Bless America, which I really enjoyed the heck out of this. This was probably one of my favorite movies of that year. It's directed by Bobcat Goldthwait, who, hilarious comedian. He was in the Police Academy movies. He's known for that crazy voice that he has, but he's a really good director as well, and I really enjoyed the heck out of this movie. It's very dark humor. My only criticism from what I can remember, it's been ages since I've seen it though, was the ending. I wanted a little bit more from that, but it's basically about this guy and this girl who are basically killing people. They're kind of tired of how stupid society is and how ridiculous things are. We've kind of seen this story before, but this one was a really good like dark comedy, black comedy take on that. Fun time, very entertaining, and again, my only criticism was the ending, but one I would definitely recommend. And Bobcat Goldthwait, I can't wait to see what he directs in the future. Next up is Legion. Now, this one, I think, I particularly really enjoy this one, but I think it's actually underrated. I feel like it gets a lot of hate, a lot of criticism, but I thought there were some creepy moments in here. I thought all the religious aspects were played up really well and kind of added to the tension. There's the scene in the diner, especially with the old lady right there. That was super creepy, but I really enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to rewatching it now. Again, I haven't seen any of these, this stack of movies in probably like over 2 years. Not since, because I moved a bunch of stuff over there when the last move, just for like storage purposes, and I haven't, you know, gotten rid of or gone through them, or gotten a chance to, you know, see what to keep or get rid of. Let's see what else is in here. We've got Terminator II. Now, this is disappointing because I'm pretty sure this is the edition. I kept it solely because it had that like metal slip cover for it, and I think that was like the only reason I kept this particular edition. And I don't know where that is. It's not in this bag, it doesn't look like. So I got to see if that's still over there, or see. Hopefully she didn't throw that out, because I thought that was kind of like a really cool thing. I was kind of keeping it for collector purposes. I did recently get the 4K edition of it, but I've butt ton of special features right there. But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember the old DVD back in the day. It had like this metal like slip cover kind of on there. But yeah, back in the day, I still think DVDs had way cooler like limited collector's editions and box sets and stuff like that. I think Blu-ray has a long way to catch up still. Next up, still sealed, is the Triangle. I got about the Bermuda Triangle. Good cast in here. You've got let's see, I'm trying to find everybody that's in here. Bruce Davison, Lou Diamond Phillips, Eric Stoltz, a whole bunch of recognizable people right here. You can see them on the back, but I like the lenticular cover. And you know, the Melissa George movie named The Triangle was a super underrated horror movie. I would definitely recommend the heck out of that one. But yeah, I'm trying to, I know there's some other people. I'm trying to find out. I can't remember now, but Sam Neill's in here. But there's I remember this is one that, you know, there's been so many adaptations of this one, but there you go. I love that slipcover, and I need to open this one up and revisit it. But yeah, the Melissa George one, super good. Love the heck out of that one. The Swamp Thing, the series, I remember I did a trade with one of my buddies on here years ago for this. We did a whole bunch of trades, but this is Dick Durk, who actually played the Swamp Thing in the movie and the Return of Swamp Thing. He's back here playing, reprising his role in the TV show. So that's pretty cool. A complete series. I remember watching that way back in the day. I think it used to come on like the Sci-Fi channel or something like that. Now let's get into the DVD, or more of the DVDs. The main stack right here. PCU, which definitely needs a Blu-ray release. Such an underrated comedy. It's about this high school student visiting this college to see if he wants to go there. Jeremy Piven is excellent in here. The whole cast worked really well. David Spade was really good as like the clean-cut Republican guy, kind of going up against Jeremy Piven, who's in this like wild fraternity, like co-ed fraternity. I think it was the Pit, I believe it was. Yeah, the Pit. And so this is the main kid here. He was the kid from the son from the one with John Candy and The Great Outdoors. He was the son in The Great Outdoors, which is a really good comedy, by the way. But yeah, it's kind of like a crazy Animal House-esque in a way. A whole bunch of recognizable people are in here. And I'm trying to remember the one guy, Gutter. He was hilarious in here. George Clinton and P-Funk are up in here too. But this is such a fun one that I would highly recommend. Definitely check this one out. There's so many people in here. So many humorous, crazy, outrageous scenes, kind of mocking the PC culture. We're not gonna protest. There's like so many ridiculous scenes, but it's such a fun movie. Would highly recommend PCU. And next up is a double feature for Rising Sun and Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill, I know, doesn't have a Blu-ray, but it definitely deserves a Blu-ray. Wesley Snipes was awesome in there. And then another Wesley Snipes one was Rising Sun with Sean Connery. I know this has a Blu-ray release, but I don't think, I think there was issues with the transfer picture quality-wise. I never picked it up myself, but I remember enjoying the heck out of this one. I remember there's a scene where there's like I think it's one of those scenes where they're eating like sushi off the naked girls. I remember that always stuck out in my mind when I was a kid. But both of these movies I really enjoyed, and I wish Sugar Hill had a Blu-ray release, and I wish Rising Sun, I guess, apparently had a better Blu-ray release. Maybe that will happen in the future. We'll see. Next up is Ricochet with Denzel Washington, John Lithgow, Ice-T. It's been a while since I've seen this one, but I remember enjoying it. I believe he's like a police officer, and John Lithgow is like a criminal, and he's like coming back to kind of haunt him a little bit. Some tense moments in there from what I can recall. Next up is, yeah, a lot of these ones are like super old that I actually still have sealed up, in fact. Blink-182, the Urethra Chronicles, with some of the music videos and stuff on here. So, there you go. I used to love Blink-182, but this is one of my all-time favorite bands, The Offspring, Huckett. Yeah, this is, they've got a bunch of special features on here. Yeah, I don't know if this is, I think, yeah, this is a bunch of live performances, and, yeah, I don't know, it was one of my very first CDs, in fact, The Offspring, so, I still love them to this day. I think they're awesome. Next up is Trespass with Bill Paxton, Ice Cube, Ice-T, William Sadler. I think this got a Shout Select release. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it did. But I remember this one having some good atmosphere and tension. I think, was it Bill Paxton and William Sadler are like, I think they're like stuck in this building in between like, and then the rest of I think there's gang members trying to find them and kill them kind of thing. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember enjoying it. Looking forward to revisiting it. Next up, oh man, Freddy Got Fingered. I remember seeing this in the movie theater. I remember watching this with a bunch of us in the fraternity, my fraternity back in the day. We watched this, and this one guy was so upset about this movie, he made us like turn it off. This movie was so, what was it, Daddy wants some sausages or something crazy like that, and he's swinging the baby around at one point. It is insane. I actually got to meet Tom Green. I wish I would have brought this for him to sign it, but I brought my old DVD of Road Trip, which I love Road Trip. He was cool enough to sign it, even though I didn't buy his t-shirt that he was hawking at the time. But his stand-up is much as you would expect, him making noises and acting crazy. But yeah, Freddy Got Fingered is outrageous, ridiculous, definitely not for most people. But for me, I have some good memories of it. Reno 911, the movie. the unrated edition. I guess this was one. I think I got this off of Amazon, but it was, I guess, a Blockbuster thing right there. Or maybe I did get it from Blockbuster. I don't really recall. I think I might have got it from Amazon, and it had that thing on there. But I remember this show just being ridiculous and over the top. And I remember enjoying the movie adaptation of it, though. So, yeah. This is bringing back a whole ton of memories. This is like a super old bag of stuff right here. Oh, wow. Eminem on here. Super old school. A whole bunch of Eminem videos way back in the day. Everybody used to call me like Devon Sawa because, believe it or not, I once looked like Devon Sawa. And there was a time where he dyed his hair blonde. And I dyed my hair blonde at the same time. He dyed it for the Stan video. And my best friend at the time called me. It was like, quick, turn on the TV. You're on TV. I'm like, what? And it was for the video for Stan. I just thought that was hilarious. But yeah, a lot of memories with Eminem back in the day. But yeah, I am very interested to check all this out now. All these, especially these music DVDs. A lot of these ones I'm surprised don't have Blu-ray releases. Oh, American Me. Wow, this is old school right here. I haven't seen this in like forever. With Edward James Olmos. I think this was his directorial debut. Inspired by a true story. I think he gets out of prison. It shows like kind of the prison life, the gang life. William Forsythe is in there as well. He's always awesome. Really underrated actor in my opinion. But I remember this being emotional, gripping, had some brutal parts to it, but definitely had that emotional impact. And I wish he would direct more. I don't think he really did too much directing afterwards, Edward James Olmos. But really looking forward to revisiting that. I don't think that has a Blu-ray release, but it deserves it. Next up is a Too Cool for School collection. 12 movies in here. Malibu Beach, Hunk, The Van, The Pom Pom Girls, Cave Girl, The Beach Girls, Coach, Tomboy, Jocks, My Chauffeur, My Tutor, and Weekend Pass. I think some of these actually have, I think the Pom Pom Girls and the Beach Girls and Tomboy might have a Blu-ray release now. I think it might have been, I'm not sure if it's Scorpion for some of those ones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those ones do. I could be mistaken though, but yeah, these ones are kind of like those kind of like I think they all had to. Oh, I hate the way those are in there with those paper sleeves. Always hate that kind of packaging. Yeah, it's a Mill Creek release. That's why. But yeah, I think they all had to do with like some kind of school aspect, I believe. So man, this is bringing back so many memories with these old school DVDs that I haven't seen in years. I think like the Blu-rays are some of the ones I left over there from like 2 years ago, but some other ones that have been in there for probably like years. I still have a bunch more, like a big box over there, I think, as well for DVDs. Next up is MTV 20 collection. Yeah, here's a fun fact: the first music video ever on MTV was the Buggles, I believe. Is that what it was? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Video killed the radio star, which was very fitting. It's funny, MTV doesn't play music videos now, I guess, or I don't think any of the ones really do. I think if you want to watch music videos, you go onto YouTube now. But this is the 20th anniversary, so there's a whole bunch of 50 groundbreaking music videos, and a bunch of special features on here as well. Nice slipcase, Tears for Your Fears, Shout, Gary, None of My Cars, Flock of Seagulls, I Ran, The Fix, One Thing Leads to Another, Lionel Richie, All Night Long, a whole bunch of Semisonic, Closing Time, I remember that, Chubbawamba, I was not a fan of Chubbawamba, Smash Mouth, I wasn't a fan of Smash Mouth, Aqua, Barbie Girl, the interesting choices for some of these. Oh, there's a whole rock segment too, so this was pop, and there's the rock ones, there's the Jams, Run DMC, Method Man, I guess this was Usher, Joe, like, alright, so basically rap and R&B, so there you go. That's pretty cool though. I kind of want to revisit like a lot of these ones, because these are like during the time of MTV that I watched and stuff, so very intriguing. And I don't know, this is like a really cool like flashback for me to see all these old DVDs. I think a lot of the people that are on here making videos now weren't really around too much in the DVD craze. I think they, you know, most of you guys have been, for just when Blu-ray came around, you guys started collecting and making videos and stuff like that. But I remember way back in the early onset days of the movie community on here, it was all DVD stuff. It was DVD pickups, movie reviews, DVD reviews, stuff like that. And then Blu-ray came and huge splash, now 4K. So it's really, this was surprising, and I'm going to have probably a lot more DVDs to show you in the future when I'm going to go through these boxes over there. and hopefully get everything out of there in time. And it's probably going to be coming up soon, so expect a whole bunch of that kind of stuff. But a lot of these ones deserve Blu-ray releases as well. It's so interesting to see what has Blu-ray releases. Some movies I never thought would get a Blu-ray release have them, and there's so many more that I think deserve a Blu-ray release. SLC Punk, The Beach. I know A Bronx Tale has the UK one, but it definitely needs a better release and transfer over here in the US. Maybe any company should, I hope, would do something special for that. That's an all-time great for me. One of my all-time favorite movies, top 5, A Bronx Tale. But there's so many movies that deserve Blu-ray releases that don't have them yet. And I don't know, just seeing these DVDs though, it just brings back so many memories with a lot of these ones. Yeah, especially some of the music video ones. I'm looking forward to checking those out. American Me, I mean, I don't know, I'm excited for that. I know that you guys, there's some people that don't even collect DVDs because they just want the Blu-rays. If the movie doesn't have a Blu-ray release and it has a DVD release, I'm going to pick it up because I enjoy the movie. That's the whole point. I don't know, you got these elitist people, I'm like, come on. When it comes down to it, it is about the movie. If there's no Blu-ray release for it, I'm going to pick up the DVD because I want to see the movie. And yeah, there you go. End rant. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a little bit of a different, kind of a random thing. Just popped up on the over here, and you know, so there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you've seen the movies and what you think of them. And let me know what's your favorite movie, or there's a TV show in there too, music video stuff. What was your favorite one from this bag of goodies right there? Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.